How you doing, sir? I'm Richard for Scooby-Doo News on YouTube. Why are you here today? And I'm just looking at your t-shirt. I got a picture of it. It looks like Paddington Bear. It says, I think it says migration's not a crime, so take it away. What's your thoughts?
The reason we're here is to make sure that far right, who are organising outside Gorbals Housing Office, know that the vast majority of the community want people to integrate and live peacefully together regardless of their colour or their origin.
Right.
There's clearly been a huge rise in anti-immigrant and threats and abuse of people in colour in recent months.
Right.
It's being fuelled by the far right. They're trying to destroy our communities and spread fear and mistrust, often by inventing events that have no basis in fact to try and make people fearful. And what we're about is trying to ensure that people do feel safe. We know for a fact that there's groups of parents now having to band together to take their children to school because children of colour are being abused even going to school. It's very frightening times for people, and it's something that really makes me very unhappy to be a Glaswegian at this time.
Right, okay.
Obviously we've seen what happened on Buchanan Street recently, where a group of far-right thugs wandered down Buchanan Street attacking anyone of colour. We've seen what's happened.
That witness stories events that you're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right, yeah. And what I can say to you is there was a peaceful protest at Buchanan Street at the top of the stairs. There was no riot, although there was elements in the crowd.
You cannot deny to me what I've seen for myself. You might want to support these people.
I saw people getting assaulted.
Yeah.
I saw the police getting assaulted, and the people that assaulted the police got off with it. They were allowed to assault the police.
What we're concerned about is that the racist programmes of people getting burned out of their house, it doesn't take much for that to spill
racist pogroms, right, okay.
To spill over into Glasgow.
Right, so see when you say racist, what do you mean? What's that mean? What does that word racist mean?
Racist means
because you've used it quite a few times.
You target people based on their ethnic origin, religion or race.
So would you agree with me that ethnicity is the root of all identity?
No.
Why?
We're all humans. We're not ethnic anything. We all wandered out of Africa 300 years ago. We've wandered around 300? The world since 300,000 years ago.
Right.
We've wandered around.
Is that Engels work that you're following there?
We've wandered around countries ever since, interbreeding and intermarrying, and we're all common human at the end of the day. And to try and portray us as anything else is just playing into the way that people want to fear and divide us.
I've always thought that race exists because I would describe myself as a white Scotsman, right? Right, going down the road of identity politics that the left like, right? But see if you think about it, right? If I look at somebody, I know when they're African, I know when they're Chinese. So race exists.
Again, you don't, because that family might have been in Scotland for 5 generations. They might all be Scots, and you're assuming because they're coloured that they're from another continent.
Well, see, if I was born in a stable, I wouldn't be a horse. If I was up in Japan, right, and I like Japan.
You're just making
No. If I was in Japan, would Japanese people view me as Japanese if I've been there for 5 generations? Or would Japanese view me as being Scottish?
I'm not here to speak for Japanese people. I'm here to speak on behalf of common humanity and to stop people trying to view everyone through the prism of race. It's an excuse for division and hatred, and it seems to be what you want to play into.
Would you not agree with me that society's split along the lines of class? Would you not agree that it's split along class lines?
That's a totally different argument.
It's also split along racial lines, though.
Again, you are trying to invent division where it doesn't exist, and I'm just sick of it, so forget the interview.
Hey, thanks very much, mate. Thank you for your time. Call me. Call me. We've got
It's the way they stand.
Yeah.
The heat comes in and you start.
Aye.
Yeah, what's going on?
This is a communist counter-protest to the local people.
We're not all communists, mate.
No, just him.
No.
He's a commie.
I'm not a communist.
I never said you were a communist.
I'm a unionist.
Right.
Why are you making assumptions about people?
He's telling me that I'm no Scottish, that I'm human, and that I've no got a national identity.
You haven't. You're in. Mate, you're Scottish by the accident of birth.
The accent never.
My parents, I was born in Glasgow.
I'll stand here so I can
because
hear you
my
better.
Parents, I'm half deaf, mate.
Aye, it's okay, we'll keep your voice down because so am I.
I was born in Pollok because my mother refused to move to Corby. Right, I was born in Glasgow by an accident of birth. It's not as if I said, and my mother, hey, move to Corby, I want to be English.
It's a pure accident of birth. That's just pure Marxism. That's Trotskyism. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're Scots.
You're
You're Scots.
Mate. I'm not. I'm a human being.
Yeah, I got free there. How you doing? I'm Richard. Nice to meet you. All right, Serge. How you doing?
Where are you planning to go up today?
I'm just planning to just show up here because I heard that the commies were coming.
Plenty of space.
Mate, I can hardly walk. I'm up for a walk today.
No, well,
I'm not up for a walk today.
plenty of space. I say for you anyway.
It's a peaceful protest, that's as far as I'm aware. And if it's not peaceful, then I'm just going away.
Sorry, I'm just trying to do my job.
But I was just interviewing some communist malcontents here, Serge. I've heard that. Did I meet you up the square?
I understand it.
So it's peaceful protest. There's no going to be any kind of aggro that I would be aware of, and everybody's here to be peaceful and to make a peaceful point, Serge.
If there's people here to be peaceful protest, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's a successful protest.
That's the plan.
And it's just myself.
You'll not get any bother from us, mate. It's usually communist malcontents that you need to keep the kind of eye on. I was fortunate enough to go up and interview them, but his wee pal was getting a bit haughty there. But I wasn't. That's the main thing. So we've got these journalists coming about. I'm going to see if any of them will interview me.
They've been okay, to be fair. They've not been.
The journalists, they're always wanting to be a pal.
They're just asking an open question.
They're just wanting to be a pal and see if they're stupid enough to give me an interview because I'm in disguise today. I've not got my banners with me.
You're not dressed in the right colour for today, aren't you?
Aye, but hang me, I was covered in paint. I've been painting up a banner.
Right.
And this is a quick change of clothing and a quick scrub of the horns. So I'm not staying for long anyway, Serge.
A shadow somewhere.
Thanks very much. Lovely to meet you again.
Right, cheers.
Asking each other questions.
Is this coming down? When you see me in the video, right, I'm from the north of St Paul, I'm north of south, right, so you can get that down if you want. I was there and I said to him, listen, come down, he came down in the video, so I thought he was, I said, come down in the video, and started calling labels racist, Nazis, started calling everything, so the people who stay here, that work with the people in the shop, they had to get to work the next day, labelled as racist Nazis for no reason at all. The guy came into the park, antagonising everybody, doing all this around everybody. Now he's fear for his life. Why would he do that? He was jumping on a kid's trampoline on his phone. That's not fear for his life. He was on a kid's swing. No, it wasn't filming kids. That was lie. Somebody put that clip and it wasn't filming kids. I can see it right now. He wasn't in there filming kids intentionally. But we had kids with us. So if we want to go that way, there was kids in the park and he'd be filming us and we had kids with us. So generally, there was kids in the park. So basically, mate, that story was a lot of shit, mate. It was bullshit. So I was going to get that back across.
See, when they shouted racist, shame on you. I asked the police to get hold of me because I'm not racist. And the police just said,
You don't care, mate? That's a woman who's local.
What I'm doing is I'm working on a wider piece about these localised protests, and they've obviously been at different sort of areas.
Now, every different areas. Do you know why?
Yeah, and that's what I want to talk about. If you're happy to be on camera, just be like a minute. No? What about you?
I did.
Exactly, you did. No, I shouldn't.
Well, I could make a comment for Unite the Clans, but I couldn't comment for local people because I'm from Belsall.
Are you from UTC?
Yes.
Could we have a quick word?
Yes.
Yes, but remember the big
But I'm not speaking for these people.
Remember, so his story isn't part of the local story.
That's
Remember
fine.
he said
No.
I'm here supporting these people.
That's helpful. That's helpful for me.
I know it's like his boys are rattling there, look at him, that's the story.
Could we
He's rattling there.
stand in the shade a bit away from the group?
As long as this guy can stand beside me so he can hear everything that's said.
I'm not going to get involved, mate, but I'm
But he's a witness. He's a witness.
And he'll be videoing everything himself for his own safety.
Just recording it to document it.
He'll twist his words. He'll twist his words. Tom, to the son, he'll twist his fucking words.
Could we maybe meet my colleague who's going to just...
Yeah.
Hi. Real quick, recording, what's your name, sorry?
My name's Richard of the Clan McFarlane.
I'm Oliver.
And I'm a member of Unite the Clan Scotland. And I'm here today to support the local people, Oatlands and the Gorbals and their...
1 second, I'm just going to do a quick recording. Are you with UTC?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You ready to roll? Okay, right. Can you tell me your name and which organisation you're with?
I'm with the Unite the Clans group and I'm part of the Never Mind the Bollocks campaign brought to you by Patriotic Alternative Scotland.
Yeah. Have you been involved in organising some of these localised gatherings across communities in Glasgow?
No, but what I have been is I've been responsible for the deployment of Radical Banner magazine at these protests. These banners haven't been seen in Glasgow for 100 years, these Radical banners.
Are UTC, are they part of like putting out some of these online flyers?
I know that people have published flyers and people that run the Facebook have stuck it on to let people know that this is happening, but that's about it, just to disseminate information.
UTC is also involved in the big anti-migrant event on the 25th of July in Glasgow Green?
Yes, that's correct. And we're encouraging people to come along, bring your flags, family and banners for peaceful protest.
Why have there been so many protests in different communities in recent weeks?
Because of the amount of our Indigenous people who are being raped, being assaulted and being stabbed the length and breadth of our country. We are absolutely sick of going to these schemes and listening to our people saying, how come we're always last in the queue for houses? And the biggest issue here today is what's happening to our people and who's been allocated to housing. We want our Scottish Indigenous people to be put to the front of the queue.
Yeah. So these protests, they have a number of sort of backgrounds, don't they? Some people are concerned about safety, others are anti-migration.
Yes.
There's a lot going on here.
There's a big menu of issues that need to be discussed.
Yeah.
We need to discuss remigration, we need to discuss immigration, we need to discuss illegal immigration, we need to discuss prioritising resources for our people, because we cannot be the sanctuary of the whole world. We just don't have the room or the resources to do this.
Yeah. But is it fair to say that UTC and maybe other groups are sort of involved in organising these localised...
Absolutely not. These protests are all grassroots people that's leading the way with them. Yeah. And there is other people that's going along to support them, me being one of them, merely in the capacity of support.
In the capacity of support?
Yes.
Because I have seen people in UTC hoodies speak at some of these.
Yes. Yes, well, you may have seen people wearing a hoodie with Unite the Clans because, you see, our people have been absolutely victimised in workplaces. They've been systematically sacked and witch hunted out of the workplace, and they're affecting people's lives, and that's why people would rather cover their face rather than have the special treatment from the communist agitators and the homosexual malcontents over at LGBTI A to Z who hate the Scots.
Have you been following some of the statements the police have put out about these protests?
Yes.
And what do you make of that? Because ACC Waddle said, for instance, a lot of them were fueled by misinformation.
No, I think that the people that's doing the misinformation, that is in fact the police state itself, this multicultural police dictatorship that is being rolled out in front of our very eyes. And these incidents that's happening with illegal immigrants and immigrants and fourth generation immigrants hurting our people aren't by accident, it is all by design.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome, thank you very much, sir.
Can you give me your full name? What's your role?
Sorry? Oh, I'm the banner man. Marrow's banner man, mate. I produce banners. I make banners and I hang them up to support people. All right, mate.
Where's your anger in the game? You've not got a bad testosterone. My daughter goes to the playground. Listen, mate, my daughter goes to the playground. You capable for me to get that. She's a youth worker. She's a youth worker with my daughter. She's not got a bad testosterone with my daughter.
I'm just going to show it up here.
I'm putting a full skill complaint about that. You've got on camera though. Want to speak to him? How's that not on a show? Yeah, officer.
We get a wee designated area going.
You answer that. How's that not on a show?
It's all be together.
You'd be better off talking to the local ones, mate, because
Well, I'm not saying you're the organising the site, but you've got a bit of sway here in terms of for an idea. All I'm suggesting is a wee idea. Right, if you want to just, I don't know, take a cross there, or then you set it, and then we can put something in place.
I'm reluctant to. Like, I never brought any flags or banners because I'm only supporting them. I'm not even wanting to kind of rock the boat. You know. It's
I would suggest if you want that side, you can.
Okay. I think we're getting them back this side.
We'll go in the middle.
Right. See
Bad as it could, isn't
the local co-ops are saying to me they're wanting to separate the two groups between the commies and us. And it was it's the commies. So see if we stand over there. If we stand over there, there's less chance of us getting triggered by one of them. See if we sort of dress over here. This is it.
I hate when you embarrass yourself.
I don't want to go over the road.
You know when you lose your cool?
Aye.
But you done all right. You done all right there, missus.
I don't know. I feel like I'll kick your fucking...
Same with that.
No, you didn't. You said you were going to kick her on the sweetie.
Aye.
Right,
You said you were going to kick her sweeties.
Because that'll be on the video.
Get your funny back.
That'll be on the videos. My boy will be like, "Ma, see you." Because I'm fucking showing up.
No, enough's enough, man. You know what I mean? Fucking houses got a cheek, man. No, they're actually coming here, man, and they're giving houses and everything, man. I know, same way, man, no, and you got the week off.
But we're turned up. Kind of agitators, obviously, he's going to get took away from the test. As you know, everyone's going to get angry, it's going to take it away. But that wasn't maybe the normal plan. But the police have turned up before us anyway. There's agitators about, so I don't think it's going to
Was
be.
it not as well the United Clans were trying to...
I'm a member of United Clans. How you doing?
I'm so glad to meet you.
All right, who are you speaking
Right,
for?
so, nobody.
All right, okay.
Right, so basically, I am a member of GJEC. Have you ever heard of them? No. So
What does it say? What is it?
So we're just a group of so many different people.
Aye.
They represent so many different organisations.
Yes.
But they all have a good heart.
Yeah.
Okay? And basically everybody's got different experiences
Right.
of troubles that they faced, be it with the unions or the immigrants or the situation with the jobs in Glasgow or with safety concerns. Everybody's got a different experience behind them.
Yes.
And they come from very different backgrounds.
Right.
Majority are full-on Scottish. I'm the only half-half. And we come together to try to figure out how to unite the hearts.
Right, okay.
Right? So try and reduce the tension between people of Glasgow, because we're all hard-working, working class people.
I think the first thing I'd like to say is to protect all races, nations and ethnicities and start for that starting point.
Good. So Unite the Clans is a bit scary when I don't know much about it. I'm like,
All right,
oh dear,
okay.
do we not belong to any of the clans because we're not a clan? But we're Scottish.
It comes down to we're faced with being an absolute racial minority in our own homeland.
Yes.
Right.
An absolute
And
minority.
that in 25 years in Britain as a whole. So for Scotland that's going to be 2037.
Isn't Scotland 93% white though?
Yeah,
At the moment, yes.
Question.
At the moment, yes. I mean personally I want to keep it at that.
Migration's going down as well.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, you've got the Scottish government wanting people to migrate in because they have the argument that it gets gross domestic product up.
Yes,
But it gets
yes,
gross domestic product up when they're all claiming their brew money, when they're all getting their rent rebate and everything all put into place and funding for to get everything paid for them. So it's no really gross domestic product going up. It's actually a lie.
True. I agree with that though.
One thing, say, I know that there are some sectors in Scotland that say the care sector
Yes.
really
My aunt is in the-
understaffed. Like
Yes,
really
yes,
understaffed.
yes.
And obviously people are getting older because
Yes.
we're living
Yeah.
longer.
Yes.
And there's so many old people, right?
Yes.
That are getting older and they need help.
Yes.
And it's not typically it's not the job that's most necessarily
Sought
after.
That's true.
in the UK, like they find it difficult to fill places, is what I'm saying. And one of the reasons they want to bring more people over is so that they can help and take care.
Can I
of older
answer
people.
that, please?
I mean, what do you think about that?
My aunt's a carer. She's Scottish 100%. She's a Pollock, right? She's very unhappy with the immigrant situation. What she's finding is that the immigrants accept less wages, and they're filling the gaps for the Scottish who are not accepting less wages or under the table and want to be able to live a respectful life.
Well,
where
that's
they're
right.
able to look
That's
after their
right, because
children.
the immigrants have been used
They
as
have
a
been-
whip to
yes.
undermine the living standards
That's
of
correct.
the indigenous populations.
That's correct.
And it's not just Scotland, it's every white country.
Yes.
One question I would say, then why...
I've still to answer your previous question.
Yeah, fair enough.
So your previous question with regards to the care sector and all that and how they're finding it difficult to recruit. And yes, this is true. But when you look at the models, what's happening with people that's came in, they stay in their own group and they care for their own elderly, they care for their own people, whereas for some reason we don't. Now we're perfectly capable of training up our own healthcare assistants, our own physiotherapists, our own language therapists, our own doctors, nurses.
That's what they're trying to do.
We
though,
can
but
do
in
that.
the meantime, you can usually try to find different ways.
Well, we've always had this, from 1948 forward, we've always had this argument coming, but we need to fill places in our new National Health Service. We need to get people driving our buses. We need to get people emptying our bins and they're saying that they're taking on all these menial tasks. Nobody's talking about what happens with Scots people on the brew, the sanction regime that they've got to face on a daily basis.
My question is though, if that's your issue, why aren't you doing more protests outside of Parliament, where you're saying the issue is the politics of
agree
it,
with that
rather
question.
than
Well, the thing is, I've protested everywhere all over Glasgow and at Parliament, and I reserve the right to go and protest wherever I feel I want to protest. And today I want to support the people of Gorbals and Oatland because I'm for Govan.
Well, thank you for the
I'm
conversation.
from the Oatlands.
You're welcome, mate. Who are you? Where's that going to go?
it's for the national newspaper.
The national newspaper. I've met before at George Square.
Have we?
Aye, we did. I remember at the banners up in the military heart with Free Sam Amelia.
Yeah.
See you later, mate. The National don't like me.
Did they not?
No, they don't. They hate me.
Why?
They hate me because I'm an ethno-nationalist.
And you speak your mind.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So it's turned out to be quite a good protest. I'm quite glad that I turned in.
No, I'm quite glad I came because I was very apprehensive. Folk were telling me not to go because it's anti-immigrant. I'm not an immigrant, but with the scarf I represent immigrants.
My colleagues in my campaign, some of them are people who are Asian, some of them are half African. You know, but this is about the future of our country.
In 1948, after my grandfather Ian went and he joined the Scottish Army, the British Army actually, to take over Palestine, which is ironically where my dad's from.
Well, our position on Palestine is quite clear. We want Israel to stop bombing Gaza, and we want Israel to open its borders for Palestinian refugees because we don't want them coming out here.
That's good to know.
We don't want them coming out here. That's it. So if they can take them,
want to come here.
I know that day. But the thing is, I mean, I got on all right with them when I was on the square. They were always all right with me. And our position is we wanted a ceasefire, but we want them to go back.
Yes.
They can build their own country back up.
They're so keen.
They can build their own country back up because bringing them over here, they're getting involved in crime.
Not all of them, no.
No, not all of them, but a lot of them are.
Not a lot of them, I promise you. I am part of the Palestinian community.
Well, the Palestinian people were all right with me, but the thing is, you all need to go back to Palestine.
100%. They want to. I'm half-half, so I belong here. I wouldn't be allowed anywhere else, right?
This is true.
Yeah. But the Palestinians, like the ones who are from Palestine,
yes,
they're miserable.
Of course they are.
They're miserable.
Of course they are.
They're homesick.
Of course they are. Well, listen, I'm going to stop because I'm running out.
For it to know that children no come near me.
Why were the cops hassling you there?
Cause you'd done me with a 9-year, my daughter on a bike, 9-year-old. Twin going for a birthday cake, jumped out, barred me and everything. It's on camera, they're getting shooting now. I can't put it on, they barred me for TikTok, Facebook and everything cause you. They've got the balls because my videos were going viral there.
Everybody else
See, they've got me to turn all the hotels. Because all the hotels.
They're raining their kitchen.
There's holes in the
It's
wall.
alright to put your face up. It's alright to put your face up.
Aye, they put holes in the wall and
Right,
everything.
right,
I've
right.
got the video here, I can show you, mate.
Right, I'll have a wee look at it. So you've stayed here for 20 years.
20 I was the first tenant in there.
And you say
Don't do nothing.
try to get any repairs done.
6 fucking repairs are actually right. 6 fucking pipes are put in my gas wire. I've got 6 pipes. Should only have 2 pipes. Hot and cold water. I'm feeding the full block, mate. Do you know what I mean?
All right, mate. All right, mate. Thank you for that. You get it on Scooby-Doo News on YouTube.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, mate.
Scrappy-Doo, tell them.
Cheers, big man.
Going everybody in the whistle here. And you haven't done nothing about the corrupt motherfuckers all there. He's saying it's alright, he punched some cunt in the street with his camera on. So I says it's alright for me to knock you out and I'll get away with it then. Stanley. Do you know what I mean? It's alright for them to punch people, you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Bad, it's fucking alright.
I'm allowed to shoot my car, so what you get? I'm allowed
You get to jail for an e-bike, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's still got an ongoing.
Sorry?
These 2 years on the list as well.
A good point to make to me, sir.
So this one that was taking pictures of you, I take it he's with his son and they two are together.
They're together.
And that guy there with the
He's a national. The other one, the other cunt's a national, aye.
Oh, right, okay.
Aye, they're not my friends.
I know he's the national, that guy, the young boy there.
Aye, he's a national.
I'm walking down the street there with the camera, see him in the farm.
I wonder.
I know, you never know.
I wonder. I'll need to edit all their faces out now. But fuck it. I know you can't do that when you're doing a live, that's different, but they go back and look over, don't they?
It's a one apartment, right?
Aye.
And he subletted it. I don't know if he subletted it to one Jamaica, but I swear to God, it must be what you're taking on him.
On the van house. Hotbed, I think they call it, didn't they?
Aye. They've got more bunk beds below me.
Aye, aye.
I think I'm not going to fucking many up there.
then they get put out. Obviously, I don't know if they get wind of it, or the guy get wind of it, he put all them out, and now he's subletting it to somebody else, a guy.
To control